Millions of you listened to Blackpink's new single Go this week. You smiled, you bobbed your heads, you chanted Blackpink'll make ya into the bathroom mirror, and you moved on with your day, blissfully unaware that your brain was just surgically hacked by one of the most cynical, brilliant pieces of musical engineering of the decade. If you read the reviews from places like Pitchfork calling this album bare bones, or if you think this is just another loud EDM track from the Deadline EP designed to sell arena tickets, you are the exact reason the algorithm feeds us endless streams of AI slop. You aren't listening, you're just consuming. Welcome to the actual deconstruction of Go. While the rest of the internet is busy arguing about line distributions, screen time, or complaining that Dr. Luke and Diplo touched the production credits on this EP, we are going to look at the cold, hard math. Because buried underneath the chrome, the liquid silver, and the obsidian space voyage in that music video is a theoretical anomaly called an antidrop. It is a calculated subversion of functional harmony that physically forces your body to feel like it is untouchable. By the end of this video, you will never be able to hear a basic 4-chord pop song the same way again. Let's address the auditory elephant in the room. The track, co-written by the 4 members alongside Teddy, Circuit, and Chris Martin, because apparently Coldplay desperately needed a masterclass in writing a hook that actually lands, sets an incredibly aggressive tone from the very first second. We have these swirling, turbocharged synths grinding violently against acoustic guitars and pianos. It is a textural paradox. It shouldn't work. It's like putting chrome rims on a wooden horse. But the real genius, the absolute sickness of this track, is the structural manipulation of tension. Listen to the pre-chorus. Right here. Stop. Your mammalian brain, conditioned by 15 years of basic festival EDM and terrible radio pop, expects a massive explosion of low-end frequencies and a major key resolution right here. You are expecting the sonic equivalent of a fireworks factory burning down. You want to jump. But what does the production team do? They look at your expectation, laugh, and rip the floor completely out from under you. The Antidrop. They remove the mid and high frequencies entirely. They invert the kinetic energy. Conceptually, it is the sonic equivalent of negative harmony. Instead of exploding outward into chaos, the track collapses inward into a sparse, venomous, heavily side-chained bass groove. It is an act of sheer, unadulterated arrogance. They know they have your attention, so they force you to lean in to find the beat. They dictate the terms of your listening experience. And while you are leaning in, completely off balance, they hit you with the rhythmic ostinato. Blackpink'll make ya. It's mathematically perfect. It is syncopated, staccato, and relentlessly precise. And they don't stop there with the structural abuse. They slice the second verse entirely in half, rushing you back to the hook, and then stretch the bridge out to 16 agonizing bars just to starve you of the drop one last time. But this arrogance isn't just happening in the audio. Look at the music video. The visual semiotics are screaming the exact same theory at you, if you bother to open your eyes. We start in a turbulent sea, a rather obvious, heavy-handed metaphor for the absolute chaos of the industry and their 3.5-year hiatus. But then, they grip the crossed oars. This isn't just a pose to make the stands hyperventilate on Twitter and make fan edits. In naval terms, crossed oars represent a braced vector equilibrium. It means the ship is locked. It is immovable. It is a visual antidrop. All the chaotic, crashing energy of the ocean is neutralized by absolute structural control. Then they strip away the safety of the neon pinks. We get chrome. we get liquid silver. We get the taeguk, the yin and yang, exploding into white sand to spell out the title. It is the duality of the acoustic guitar and the synthetic bass made visually manifest. The granular chaos of the sand is forced into rigid typography. It's almost too perfect, which makes it infuriatingly good. So, let's answer the ultimate question. Why is Go a global hit? Why did it break records while critics cried about factory precision? Because it intimately understands the psychology of dominance. Pop music usually begs for your attention. It throws everything at the wall. Maximalist synths, screaming vocals, 100 layers of compression, desperately hoping you won't click away to a TikTok video. Go doesn't beg for anything. The Antidrop is a structural statement of absolute power.
It's over 9,000! What, 9,000?
It tells the listener, we don't need to shout to make you listen to us. When you take that level of structural arrogance and combine it with lyrics about never settling for second place and demanding a gold medal, you don't just get a catchy song. You get a psychological contagion. You get a confidence anthem engineered in a multi-million-dollar laboratory. You get an equation where cognitive dissonance is weaponized to create emotional resilience. If you want to keep consuming music like a mindless algorithmic drone, bobbing your head without understanding why, be my guest. The internet is full of reaction channels waiting for your views. But if you want to actually understand the architecture of the art you consume, hit subscribe. And leave a comment below telling me which specific rhythmic subdivision in the rap verses mathematically broke your brain. I'll be judging your answers. Class dismissed.